We got a simple water heater swap here. And for the comment section, that's a Rudd, not a Rheem. It's a Rudd. But they are made at the same place, so more than likely under the skirt, it's a Rheem. But on the outside, it's a Rudd. So this basement gets some water in it, and I figured everything else was on blocks. Let me go out, step in some dog shit, and see if they got some blocks in the yard. Shout out to Vincent Plumbing. He once hit me in the comment section and told me to use one of those T's on the cold side instead of using a female adapter and a T and then vacuum breaker off that. Go right off the top. It's actually cheaper is what he says. So if I run out of 3/4 by half Pro Press adapters, then those are the ones I'm using. I don't even know if anybody's listening anymore. That's a vacuum breaker on top of the T. Every time I do a water heater, I need to explain myself that we don't have to put an expansion tank unless there's a check valve on the system. If there is a check valve on the system, you must put an expansion tank. But you also got to do a vacuum breaker. So the vacuum breaker, what's that for? Yes, that's furnace cement. You can suck it. And what's a vacuum breaker do? We're going to get to it. This is a live. I just put my finger over the hole, changed out the valve. It wasn't that hard. Half a PSI gas. I'm sure your finger can hold it. But a vacuum breaker, what does it do? So if the fire department pulls up on your street, takes your sister away. No, just kidding. If there's a fire on your street and they hook up to the fire hydrants, that vacuum breaker will not allow them to suck the inside of the tank in like a tin can. We are not in Texas, so we don't have to put our water heaters in the attic. They go in the basement because we don't have that many crawl spaces in this area, depending on what town you're in. And I didn't have any bubble spray on me at that point, so I asked the homeowner for some type of cleaner. And I got that foam shit, so gave it a shot. A lot of spider webs on this one. So this is a home inspection that was failed. They're selling this tenement house. The home inspector didn't like the T's picking up the water heaters, and it made it to the home inspection report. So they called me up and had me swap it out, so they take the T's and put the Y's. Why do you use Y's? Because that's the flow of the flu. I don't even know how I'm getting this shit out without stuttering, to be quite honest with you. Could be the drink, could be the weed, could be the other drink. You never know. But it's a 5-inch header, and luckily that Y worked out pretty good on the first one. That was the scariest part, tallest tank in the front. Y's kind of long. I thought I was going to have to open up the chimney, but I didn't. Did you notice that I didn't say calendar once in this? Not even one time. But there's 12 hours left to get your calendars now. I know payday was yesterday. It's time to give me that check, boys. But no, just kidding. Listen, if I understand it. Some of you are married. The wives wouldn't accept it. I get it. Trust me. But let's show the superstar a little love. I mean, it takes a lot of balls to do what she did. Put herself out there in person across roughly 400,000 people that follow us. So there she is, working hard. Give her a like. At least like this post just for her, for putting herself out there. She's a gem. And a good spirit at the same time. Always laughing, smiling. I'm just over here simping her because I don't really have much more to say. But I think I put out a video every day this week, and hopefully I can put out another one tomorrow night.